Hello, I'm Hugh from Bike Tour Hagiang, and this is my homestay, the Shanti homestay. Uh, this is Mike.
Hello.
Okay, just last weekend, we just did the Shanti tour in 2 day, 1 night,
Mm.
and we have very cool experience to stay with a real homestay
Mm.
with the local people. That's play they specialize in making the Shanti products, especially tea in Hazan. So today, Mike will help me, you know, tell something like review about the Shanti tour. Okay, firstly, we drink.
Have a bit of Shanti.
Yeah, yeah. See. Cheers.
So yeah, we went to the tour last weekend. It was the first Shanti tour that the team here has run, and hopefully they'll be looking to run it a lot more. For the tour, we set off on the Saturday with some members of the team up on the back of their motorbikes up into really the deepest mountains of Hagiang. The journey up there was on some of the roughest roads in the area, much rougher than the route. So there were some sections where we had to get off the back of the bike and walk while the team sort of got further up the route. But despite having to walk, the journey was definitely worth it. It was really picturesque, with amazing views of the area, and trips through these really isolated villages occupied by some of the ethnic peoples of North Vietnam, which was really something different to see than just doing the loop and going to the same touristy places that everyone else does when they come here. The journey took us up to the homestay that we would be staying up in the top of the mountains. The place was completely surrounded by the natural beauty of the area, and most importantly, the Shanti trees. The place didn't have any Wi-Fi, which was interesting, but in my opinion, quite good. It meant that for 24 hours we just completely disconnected from the rest of the world and fully immersed ourselves in where we were. Following sort of arrival, we went down into the village with some of the team, and got a real opportunity to see how the people live down there. And it was for me, it was a really unforgettable experience, particularly in sort of the questionable attempts that we had to speak with some of the locals. After we went back up to the homestay, we had a traditional Hagiang style family dinner with our hosts and the team. This was a lot of this was sort of like a shared meal with plenty of rice, meat, vegetables, and perhaps most importantly, lots of happy water. So by the end of it, we were quite full and quite happy at the end of that. As well as drinking a lot of the Shanti. Finally, in the evening, we were treated to seeing how the Shanti leaves are molded into what we can actually drink. Using only traditional Vietnamese tools, rather than anything sort of industrial like we have back home. For us, this was really interesting, seeing a master Vietnamese tea maker just work his craft, producing both sort of the round Chinese style tea and then more traditional, more Vietnamese style bamboo tea, and then getting this one bamboo tea.
Get it out, but, it's a bamboo tea.
Yeah. So we got to see how this was made and try it, and it was a really cool experience. The morning after, we went up for a hike even further up into the mountains to see, where they're harvesting the leaves from the Shanti trees, and to really get a good view of the area. I won't lie, it was a pretty hard walk, but definitely worth it. and really, really interesting, just as another part of this sort of learning experience and doing something that is a bit different to most of the other tourists that we've encountered, sort of coming up to Hagiang and who had been to Hagiang, who we spoke to throughout Vietnam. So really, really cool experience. As I said, this was the first tour, so they're going to take our feedback and it's only going to get better. So I definitely recommend this to anyone coming up to the area.
Sorry, Danik, you can sit here. Yeah, with your cup. Okay, I'm gonna take a seat. Okay, one more tea. Yeah. Like. Okay, you can share something short.
What are your thoughts? What was your highlight of the tour?
So I'll smell it now.
Yeah. Smells good.
Yeah, the weekend was really great, and the views, and to see how the tea is making, and to learn more about the tea and about how the people live in Hagiang. We didn't know that before, and we also didn't know that tea was so special here. We knew a lot of about coffee, but not about tea. And since now we knew a lot more about tea, and that's really popular here.
Yeah. So thank you for review the Shanti tour. So this is your gift. Due to your parents. Your father. I hear that he very loves tea.
He loves tea. It's his favorite. Well, thank you so
one
much.
for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And with this tea, you can store it, save it a long time. It's like wine.
Yeah.
Long time is more, more tasty, more the higher quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
again.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.